as at that time, I don't know, maybe some people know, some people don't know. If you go online and you Google PhD student trying to...
I was going to come to that. So there's a picture of somebody carrying a placard and saying, I'm looking for a job, blah, 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 blah.
So that was me during that, my
All right, guys. Hello, everyone. Joseph Don here, and welcome to the very first edition of the Entrepreneurs Connect show. So we decided to start off this show in 2021. We did one episode which you can find on the channel with Mr. Osayomon Nigodalo, but we are not able to continue. Okay, but now we are back, bigger and better, and we have a very amazing person in the house today. Somebody that is so dear to my heart, and her name is Doctor. Don't forget to add the doctor. Her name is
very
Dr.
important.
IB Macdonald. Welcome, IB. How are you doing? Thank you for coming.
I'm very, very, very fine, Joseph. Thank you for having me here.
How do you feel being here today?
I
know you're not used to things like this.
I'm not. I'm okay. I'm getting used to it. I'm preparing for the future. So I'm getting used to it gradually.
Beautiful. So welcome, IB. This is the Entrepreneurs Connect show, where we get African entrepreneurs to share their story. I was telling her just before we started that you don't get to see a lot of African entrepreneurs share their story. So when you ask people, what's up? How did you do this? How did you make this progress? They give you a blanket answer of Nagodo, which is true sometimes. But apart from God's intervention and help in those cases, there were certain things you did. There were certain things you had to undergo to make things work. And that's what this show is about, to talk about the stories, the trials, the challenges, the sweet and the bitter times. Everything. You thought entrepreneurship is always sweet. Everything that makes up, entrepreneurship, that is what we discuss here. So I would want to go to the route of saying, can we meet you? But I've met you already. So I want you to tell our audience a little bit about IB Macdonald, who she is, and what you do currently.
Okay. I'm Dr. IB Macdonald. The IB is actually Bubeleye, but I usually shorten it to IB so that I don't scare
because
people.
It's difficult to pronounce.
It's difficult to pronounce, and people pronounce different things. So I've been in the digital space for 2016 till now, it's like 7 years.
7 years.
7 years. So basically, I got into the tech or digital space through crypto trading, and I've been a crypto trader since then. Later, I started trading forex, and then being a teacher, I decided to teach people other ways of making money. Not just the conventional going to school, graduating, and teaching people how to make money on the internet. So I started my academy known as the Online Harvest Academy, trying to teach people digital skills, crypto trading, forex trading, graphic designs, and different types of digital skills. I'm also a lecturer in a university, so I'm just an all-round educator. That's what I am.
Now, this is the sweet part, right? How's life like for you pre-2016? Let's say 2014, 2015, and a little bit of 2016 before the whole crypto thing happened.
Well, it was very, very tough. When I mean it was tough, it was tough. Before the crypto thing, I was job hunting. I graduated in 2010. So as at 2016, 6 years after graduation, I didn't have any job I was doing. So I was still depending on family members helping me. At some point, I got into deep depression. I was so depressed, I wanted to even commit suicide. In fact, I was doing things as if I was not with my right senses anymore.
How old are you then?
I was 26. In 2016, I was 26. So I'm currently 33. Now, as at that time, I don't know, maybe some people know, some people don't know. If you go online and you Google PhD student trying to...
I was going to come to that. So there's a picture of somebody carrying a placard and saying, I'm looking for a job, blah, 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 blah.
So that was me during that my state when I was so depressed.
That was 2016?
That was 2016,
Okay.
yes. So I carried that placard and I stood on the road and I told a friend of mine to take a picture. We were actually going to church. So I said, let her take a picture. I'm going to stand here for a while. Then I know that other people may take pictures. And then we'll go to church. So when we finished, I posted it on my Facebook page. And it went viral. Everybody was sharing it. Papers.
Because on blogs, news,
Yes,
and all that.
blogs, papers were carrying it. It was embarrassing, but it actually made me to get out there. And that was how I got the help I needed. I didn't get the job I wanted as at that time.
Okay.
But I think it was better for me that I didn't get it. Maybe had it been I got it there, maybe a lecturing job or a regular teaching job, I wouldn't.
You'd have relaxed.
Yes, I would have relaxed. I would have gotten what I wanted. It was my dream job. I wanted to be a teacher. So when it didn't work, after some months, somebody called me up that I should come to Bayelsa and take a teaching job, which I did. But before then, I had already met some people online that contacted me. Some people were trying to offer me different MLM schemes. Let me come and promote it. Bring two people that will bring two other people that will now bring two other people.
Yeah.
I said I didn't have the energy for that. I did not want to do that. Then I met Chrisani online. He had a crypto trading group and he added me to the group.
So this is how you started crypto?
Yes, that was how I started crypto.
Did you by chance do MMM though?
Yes, more.
What was did you escape with money or did they catch you inside?
Well, they took my money and I took some. I started MMM with a very small amount of money then. Then I started getting referrals, so I had more bonuses. In fact, my first major referral bonus was about 250K. Somebody pledged 2.5 million naira under me. So I got 250K. That was like the largest sum I had in fact, my whole life. I think that was the largest sum I've ever had at once. So I used it, continued MMM. When that MMM platform introduced me first to crypto. Yes, to Bitcoin. But I was not crypto trading as at that time. It was in Chrisani's group I started crypto trading. Introduced me to Bitcoin. I downloaded the Luno wallet and I started using it to buy Bitcoin to pledge. Before, when MMM crashed, I knew that some people were still using this Bitcoin thing. Then I started looking into it, how I would use it to make money and how I can trade. And I started learning how to trade on my own with resources I found online. So I was...
Now, just before you move forward, right? Before we move away from this whole MMM saga and stuff, what's your opinion? Being that you have, dabbled into the Ponzi scheme, you crashed, you're out now, you have not done Ponzi again since then. What's your opinion on Ponzi schemes right now?
Ponzi schemes are not a stable source of income. Definitely they will crash. It's definitely that they will crash. And the people that got in early may make some money from it, while the ones that you introduce later will end up losing their money. So I don't see it as a sustainable pattern of making money. And I see many people move from one Ponzi to another. Every time you see them promoting one Ponzi, I don't think you cannot describe yourself as a digital marketer by doing that.
Ponzi.
Yes.
Exactly. Well, what do you think about people that don't care about their reputation? They bring in people, they don't care and all that.
Well, we are all different. We are all different persons. I don't like that type of lifestyle, but some people are so desperate. I've been there that I know that some people can do anything to make money because of what they've been through, because of what they've been through in life. Personally, I won't support that, and I don't even like associating with people who do not. At first, when we started doing Ponzi, we didn't know much. MMM was like an introduction to it to many of us.
Yes.
When we did that, after MMM Global came, other one, United, Ultimate Tekla, one thing, give us forum, guide us, so many things. We all tried them, and as they kept crashing one after the other, we knew that we had to leave this. Many people still, some people have lost their money. Chimak, of IOSA and the rest, other Ponzi schemes that came out, because they never learned from their experiences. They still have this get rich quick mentality, which doesn't work. You may be lucky, but you can still lose it at the end of the day if you continue. And the other people you're bringing in, they will definitely lose it if they come in late. So it's not ideal.
Got it. So you made that switch from, the whole understanding Bitcoin a little bit from MMM to joining the crypto group, and then what next?
Well, I started trading crypto, and I decided to resign my job because I was making more money and it was keeping me away from my family.
Are you serious?
Yes, my job was keeping me away from my family. I was working in a private school and it was a boarding school. So some days I worked till 8 in the night. So, and it was in a different state. I had to go there. The salary was really little then, just 80,000 naira, which today is not even up to $100. So I was doing that, hoping that things will get better. So when crypto came in, I was making good money from crypto. I decided to resign my job. Unfortunately, as I resigned, the crypto crash started.
Wow.
I'm telling you, the crypto crash started and I lost everything.
Can you help us, with context? How much did you lose?
Well, a cousin of mine gave me 3 million naira to trade for her.
Okay.
And we raised that money to 10 million naira. Guess where we were targeting? 30 million naira. So we refused to withdraw, and that money came down to 500,000 before we withdrew.
From 10 million to 500,000.
Personally, when I started trading crypto, I started with 20,000 naira.
Okay.
And I gradually grew it to like 1.5 million or thereabout.
That's massive.
Yes, within few months. And I was already withdrawing, like we paid our rent, I bought a new laptop, we were doing things from the money. So when it got to that 1.5, I felt I already knew what was going on. Exactly. And then I started asking some of my friends to bring money, let me help them to trade.
Do you still do that now, by the way?
Never. I will never try that. So I collected money from them, they gave me some money, and I started helping them trade. It was going well at first. I was giving them returns. So when the crypto market started crashing, many of these persons didn't understand crypto trading.
Okay.
They did not know that crashes happen, the market can swallow up almost everything that you put into it. So I did not know how to go back to tell them. And talking about reputation and integrity, I did not want to ruin my reputation. So I had bought a parcel of land then. I had to sell it off. Wow. I had to start. It was just my cousin who understood, because she was also a trader and she was the owner of the account. I was just logging in to help her trade. You understand? So she knew that I did not withdraw her money, neither did I steal it. She just understood that the market, and she was in a crypto trading group. So she was seeing what was going on. Okay. But the other persons, I had to pay them. We drew every other crypto I had in different wallets, sold everything, started selling off my stuff so that I could pay them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so everything I had achieved from the time I started crypto trading to that point in 2018, I lost everything.
Whoa. So quick pause to tell you about the sponsors of our show today, Kaizen Digital Academy. So Kaizen Digital Academy is an education platform that is built for Africans to teach you how to make money. Think of it like Netflix, but for digital education. So you can learn things like crypto trading there, forex trading, how to, do digital marketing properly, how to close deals, how to start affiliate marketing. Everything you need to build a successful digital business, you find it on Kaizen Digital Academy. And the best part is taught by African instructors, the best of the best African instructors for Africans all over the world. Okay? So what are you waiting for? All you need to do right now is to find the link in the description of this video. Okay? You see a link to get started with KaizenAcademy.co, and we will see you inside. Now, back to the interview. Guys, this entrepreneurship thing is crazy. You can be high up there today and then you're down tomorrow. So I want you to tell us how did you start again?
Well, I started trying to do airdrops then.
Okay.
There's what we call airdrops, like just like crypto giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
People give you free coins for promoting their platforms or promoting their product or promoting their coins. So I was doing a lot of airdrops, and through airdrops I started making small money again, and I started trading again. Then I went for more training.
So you said you started investing in trainings and all that.
Yeah, so I knew that what was happening to me wasn't spiritual, and it wasn't many other persons didn't lose as much as I did. Yes, some people lost money, but they didn't lose all they invested.
Yeah.
So I knew something was missing, and that was knowledge. Many of us got into trading from searching for things on the web. Like, I went online, taught myself how to trade, then I was making some researches. Those things work, but sometimes it's better to learn from another person's experience.
Why? Why do you think it's better to learn from another person's experience?
The person has walked that path, and the person now knows what to do and what not to do.
Okay.
Then crypto was fairly new to Nigerians because most of us got into it through MMM. So we didn't have many crypto traders that knew how to trade, but we had old forex traders.
Okay.
And trading is trading anyway. Yes, the rules may be slightly different, but it's still trading. I had to meet somebody that was more experienced than I was to get training. I spent a lot of money on different types of training just to know what I didn't know. Yes, I was still researching because as a student, you keep learning.
Yeah.
I was still researching, but I was adding those things to what I was learning from these other experienced traders.
Cool. So what was the difference in terms of the results from, when you didn't learn properly how to trade and then when you start investing in knowledge?
I never had to lose that much again. And even when I lost money, I knew the reasons why I lost it. And I knew what I had to do to correct that. So after I invested in training, I made some money from airdrops. I went into the market again. Then it was this leverage trading just started, which is futures. Many people know it as futures trading. In 2000,
that was BitMEX then.
Yes, then it was BitMEX. In 2018, we were already trading futures, but many people were not into it because they didn't know it. Then it was only on BitMEX. Later, Bybit and other people started coming in before even Binance introduced it. So I started trading on BitMEX. Then they used to even nickname me BitMEX Mama. So I have a birthday cake that has BitMEX Mama on it that Trader Casey did for me then. So I started trading on BitMEX. I was still training people gradually online. Many people wanted to join because the crypto market was at standstill then. Many people were not trading. Market kept going down. They didn't know that you can be making money from that up and down movement. Many crypto traders till date don't know technical analysis. So they can't assess or analyze the chart and know where to short or long. So we were doing that in my group then. So we were trading and then calamity struck again. A crash happened. Everybody was expecting Bitcoin to hold $6,000. Okay. Bitcoin had been falling from $20,000, and we expected that 6,000 was the last bus stop, and it crashed that point. In fact, some of the persons that were trading then almost committed suicide because they lost a lot. They are already used to making profits. Yeah. They were not used to losses because then we were moving well. We were having
it looked like the market was stable.
Yes, it looked like we already had our game. So we were having back-to-back profits. So they did not put in the risk management procedures that they were supposed to do. They just went into the market, and many of us lost a lot of money.
Wow.
So that had to take us some steps back again. Re-strategize and then come back. You can't give up, because if you give up, where are you going to? Either you go back to the village or you start afresh from another different thing. So we knew that we just had to learn again from the experience and come back. At that point, we realized what we were doing wrongly. We were using high leverage. We had too much confidence in the market. We were not setting stop loss. We were trying to make sure that we chase the market instead of allowing the market come to us.
Oh.
You understand? So we started taking new steps, and I think that was the last major loss we made. And since then, we've not had any major losses. As traders, you still make small losses, but your profits will outshine your losses, and with that, you'll be making more progress as you go.
Beautiful. So since then, you've moved from the person that was holding a placard looking for jobs, to the person that got the job in Bayelsa, to the person that dabbled into crypto, to the person that has finally figured it out. Right now, you've built your own company, The Online Harvest. How was that for you?
Well, it's bittersweet. It's good some days and stressful some other days, and painful some other days.
What gave you the courage to even start a company out of this whole crypto thing?
Well, I was making money from crypto. Like I said, I was making money, but I was not having that fulfillment in life. I was not having that fulfillment I longed for. Before I went into the streets with my placard to look for a job, I wanted to be a teacher. I had the opportunity of being a teacher, and I touched some students. I impacted some lives. There were some stubborn students that changed. There were some students that didn't even know how to write, didn't even know how to read, didn't have confidence in themselves. I touched those lives, and those things gave me fulfillment. So when I was just at home pressing my laptop on my phone and I wasn't making impact, I was not feeling complete. So I said I have to teach. I didn't want to go back to a private school that would take all my time.
Okay.
So I decided that something, if I say I got a revelation, it will look too spiritual. But I decided to teach this skill that I know, that I found that is now giving me money. Many people had met me, teach this thing now, start teaching. Yeah. I was finding it difficult charging people to teach them. It to look like, if you're making money from this thing, why are you charging? People always ask.
How do you overcome that now? Because people are ignorant.
They know that what I charge is not as much as what I'm supposed to charge, and it's not what is giving me what I have.
Yeah.
Because it's little compared to the knowledge they are getting and also what I have. So, and they actually know. When you want to teach people something now, they ask you for your trade history.
Yeah.
So when you are confident to give them your trade history, they go through your trade history and they see that you're actually doing well. They know that their money is not what you survive on, and it gives them more confidence. I decided that I was going to impact lives by teaching people how to trade and other digital skills. Many of us, from my own set in 2010 till today, this is 13 years later, they still don't have jobs.
That's crazy.
13 years later, they still don't. They are still on the streets. Some are still hanging around politicians and all that. No other skills added to what they got from school. And in the society today, in our country today, in Africa today, you need more than that. So I said I was going to open an academy that was going to help people learn different skills that they can use to help themselves, both digital skills and those that are not so digital. And that was how the Online Harvest came about.
How has it been right now? How did you source for your staff? How are you able to get loyal people that stick with you, your ideas and all that?
Initially, you see me writing on Facebook, we are on holiday. The we was me.
You yourself and you.
Yeah, I was the we. I was the cleaner, the accountant, the what do they call it? The teacher and everything. If you get to my office, then you see just me. And I had just like 2 students then. I had to start adding different things so that my office space would not be wasting. I was booking flight tickets for people, paying NEPA bills and other DSTV bills, anything just to keep busy and make some money, But gradually we started having lots of students coming in.
Were there weeks when you stayed in the office, you sat down, and nobody came in?
Nobody, not even a fly.
What did you do during those times?
Well, I just stayed. I traded my own. I used that time to watch more tutorials, learn more things. I was just doing my own thing. That was why I had to add different things that would attract people to the office. So when people got there to pay bills, they asked, what do people do here? And then I will explain. I said, oh, okay, I would like to learn all this, So what I started doing was, as I started making posts on Facebook too, showing results of my students on Facebook, sharing it on different social media platforms. And some of my students too were referring people to me. Gradually, I started having more students that I can handle. So I couldn't handle all the students that were coming. I needed help. And some students were not coming to learn crypto or Forex, which I knew how to trade. Some students were coming for web creation, graphic design. So I had to meet other experts in that area. We had an agreement. Okay, I will get students, and then you will come and teach them, and then I will pay you for your, or we get a certain percentage. You understand? So we reviewed their outline, got other experts that will review what they are supposed to teach, their content, to know if it's worthy of the online harvest. And then we started using those tutors to teach different skills that we had.
Wow. Got it. This is a beautiful story, guys. So what's been like your single biggest win since you started doing crypto?
Well, in 2018, even in the crash and all that, there was one plot of land I didn't sell when I was selling all I had. I had that plot of land because nobody would buy it as at that time where it was. So they were having some crisis there. Then later, when the crisis stopped, I decided that as I started making small money, I would start building. And I started building gradually. I didn't have money to build what I wanted. My engineer advised me, instead of me to build for so long, let me build something that in few years I'll be able to complete it. Then I will be sending him money, like maybe I'll send 1,000 to him. He will laugh. I'll send 5K.
Guys.
I'll send 5K, say, hold it, please. Don't worry. What's the next thing? You say the thing we need is 350,000. Why are you sending me 5K? I say, hold it, have faith, believe. He will be laughing, Gradually, the money will be complete. He will go and do that stuff we wanted to do. But in 2020, during the lockdown, many people were crying then that things were going bad. Then trading was fantastic for me. So I was able to complete that house. In 2021, I was able to furnish it and then move in with my family.
Literally in the same year, we saw bam pictures of Pepper Red Venza. And the house. And you have been speaking about this Pepper Red Venza for years.
I kept speaking it into existence. I was in 2015, I kept talking about Pepper Red Venza from 2015. And I finally bought it 5 years later. So I kept talking about Pepper Red Venza on Facebook. I will abuse my Facebook friends that they are not useful to me if they can't contribute money and buy me Pepper Red Venza. So sometimes they will snap Venzas. In fact, somebody took a picture of somebody using Venza to pack bread, and they sent it to me on Facebook and posted it, tagged me that look at your Venza, they need to sell bread. I was so upset. Finally I bought the Venza in 2020, and when I posted it, everybody was so happy because they knew already that it was my dream car, and I've been talking about it for a long time. When I messaged somebody that was posting a car and asked her how much, she did not want to respond to me. Because she was like, this person, I don't think this person is a serious buyer. This person doesn't have money. But I seriously was contemplating because that car actually looked like a Venza, and then I wanted to buy the Venza. But finally, I bought it from another seller. The next year, I finished my house. It did not even take. I think that was last year or when did I buy the car for my dad? 2000,
2021 should be 2021, right?
yeah, 2021 was
It's
it?
2 years ago.
I think so. I can't even
2 years
remember.
ago, 2021. This is 2023.
Okay, this is 2023. Yeah. So 2021, I bought a truck for my dad, Thunder truck. I think it was even one of the biggest things for me, more than even the house and the car, because my dad has been my support system for a very long time.
Oh.
Like right from when I was a child. In fact, everybody knows that I'm daddy's girl. So even when things were bad for me, he would still send me small money. I was feeling bad taking those monies from him because I felt it was my time to take care of him. This is an old man that is retired. He's still sending his daughter money. I was not feeling fulfilled. So when I
send you money.
No, in fact, he used to call me to share money when we need to do things at home, and they call that maybe they need 200k or 500k. He will call me and say he will bring 200. Let me bring 300. He now shares it with me, So I'm happy. I'm happy that I can do those things for him now. So I was able to buy him that truck. Last year, my mom became jealous that I bought my father a truck. I did not buy anything for her. I bought a small car that they will be using to take my children to school. I drove it to the village. My mom was telling my cousin that who did I buy that car for? That she doesn't want that car. She wants Jeep. I said, did they buy it for you? The car that I bought for myself. You say I bought car for you. They did not buy it. Her leg is paining her. She doesn't want a low car. She wants high car.
She wants to drive high.
So I made her believe that I was not interested in getting her a car. And then on her birthday last year, which is 2022, we surprised her with a brand new Jeep. She was so excited, she was happy. All these things have been possible, but it because of exposure to the online space, and because of my resilience and persistence, and also putting in work.
Now, an important question I want to ask you, which a lot of people miss, is what is your attitude to saving and investment like? Because it's possible to make a lot of money from business and all that. But it's not about how much you're able to make as much as it's about how much you're able to keep at the end of the day. So what's your saving and investment culture like?
Oh, well, I'm very frugal with money. People who know me know that.
You like economy.
Yes. I'm very frugal. I can use, I think these my phones I've been using there for 2 years now. I can use a phone for 2 years. I can use clothes for 10 years, 8 years, 5 years. You understand? So I believe in money management and reinvesting. Also keeping something for the rainy day. So I don't, many people live a very flamboyant life on social media. Meanwhile, in their accounts, there's absolutely nothing. I usually ask if you have a health emergency now. Yes, we know that you may not have so much money, but at least there are certain level of health emergencies you should be able to handle if you've worked for a certain period of time, or if you've touched a certain amount of money. You shouldn't have made up to 10 million naira, and right now we don't have at least 5 million naira worth of assets or money at hand. You should always have money for emergency. Doesn't mean I have money. Nobody should come and bill me. I don't have. People hear that I'm stingy. I've already said it. That I'm stingy. Nobody should come and ask.
Please don't bill out.
I don't have. But I'm just saying, you should have something. If an emergency comes up, you can look to your right and say, I will sell off this gold I've kept, or this plot of land I've kept. Some people, when I was advising some people to invest in real estate, when I was advising people to invest in real estate, and they were saying that in Nigeria the naira keeps losing value and all that, I said you can buy gold. Gold is easier to sell off. It's liquid. Like any day you want to sell gold, you can sell it instantly, and it appreciates too. So if you don't want to keep the naira, if you don't want to keep the dollar, if you don't want to buy assets, then you can buy gold. There are still stocks out there. You must not trade crypto like me, but you can also buy some good cryptocurrencies that will appreciate over time. and give you some good value for your money. It's a risk you can take because you can't say that you're 100% sure that any particular one will do well, but it's a risk you have to bear if you plan to make money. There are no rich guys out there that didn't take huge risks. Yeah. If you hear some of the risks they took, I heard the owner of Binance sold everything he had. His house, everything. So I'm not telling you to sell your house and come and buy crypto. I'm not there.
That's interesting.
I'm just telling you.
So now you're doing a whole lot of things now. You're a lecturer. You run the online harvest and a couple other things you do. How are you able to do all this and still, balance it with being there for your kids and the people you love, literally? I mean, on my birthday, I had a knock inside my office door. IB was there. How do you do all those things and juggle your work?
Oh, well, time management. I'm very good with time management. Yeah. I plan my entire life. I plan my whole day. Before tomorrow, I already know what I will do, and then I plan it. I make sure I give time to everything. We can handle anything thrown at us if we can plan ourselves. I multitask a lot. I do a lot of things. I make sure the food we eat in our house, I'm the one that still cooks them.
Wow.
Because my children prefer eating my food. Yeah, it's not like we don't eat out once in a while. We even order food, but majorly the food we eat, I cook. I find time to do those things. I find time to go through my children's work, school work. I find time to teach them house chores and different things. I find time to go to church because I'm a church girl. Hallelujah.
Praise God.
I find time to go to church. I find time to give my lecturing work. If you ask them, in fact, if you go to my department, the kind of work I put in, they will not believe I still have time to do other things. If they put me in a group, I'm out there making sure everything is done correctly, and I still find time for my students at the online harvest. We even have every Sunday we have our market weekly outlook. We have meetings with them, mentorship and everything. We still try. So it's just good time management and organizing yourself, trying to put away frivolities. It's not like we will not play. I don't think anybody plays as much as I do. I play a lot, but we find time to do everything so that to create that balance.
Beautiful. Last question, I promise.
Okay.
So we see you on your Facebook stories, on your WhatsApp stories. You're lifting every day and all that. Why do you think fitness is very important for people that are trying to build businesses and all that?
It's very important very, very important. If you want to live to eat the money you are working, you have to. Most of us will sit all day. I move from my house to my car, from my car to my office, from my office, back home. So I find time to exercise, to keep fit. Keeping fit is good for your health. Apart from looking good, you have to look good. Many people, when you tell them, you have 3 children, say, you have 3 children, are you serious? Because you try to take care of yourself. It's not just for the looks. The most important thing is for the health. My BP doesn't ever go high. And it's supposed to go high as a trader with the stress I go through, with the things and the responsibilities I have. But it doesn't go high because of exercise and eating right. So it's very important for everybody, not just entrepreneurs, to keep fit. Find time to work out. If it's twice a week, you can find. If it's 3 times a week, if you can do it in the evenings, maybe morning is too tight. Or if you do it in the morning, you'll be too weak. You do it in the evenings. That's what I do.
How many times do you work out in a week?
I work out 4 times a week.
4 times in a week?
Yeah, I work out 4
times. A mother of 3 works out 4 times in a week, and some people don't even work out at all, and they are proud of themselves. But yeah,
they eat bole. They
eat everything eatable. That's fine. Thank you so much, Ivy, for joining us on the Entrepreneurs Connect show. I've had an absolutely lovely and amazing time here. I'm sure the viewers have had an absolutely lovely and amazing time. So, guys, join us on the next episode. But before you go, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe, and tell us what stood out for you in this session. Ivy will be there to go through the comments as well. Thank you very much, everybody, for your time. Do you have any last words just before you go?
Nothing more. Just well, believe in yourself, whatever you're going through, go through it.
Yes, so
maybe
it's your turn.
It's your turn. It's turn by turn. Your turn to see the shaggy.
We are forcing it.
Go through it is building you for something stronger. As long as you do not give up, you do not let depression to get to you, you keep working, you will get there. It may get worse so before it gets better, but it will definitely get better.
And if you like to give up, give up. All right, thank you guys. Take care of yourselves. See you next episode and cheers.